Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon, man. When you see squiggly lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, we gotta get used to the new normal, man. We gotta get used to the new normal. Ron Rivera has implemented another new normal, and it's kind of questionable, but we'll get into that. A certain player had some key words to say about a former Carolina Panthers player. Had some key words to say about a current Carolina Panthers player. Gotta get into that. And be honest with you, man, there's certain players that they're talking about that might get traded. You know, as a possible trade, you know, target in that sense. So we got a lot to talk about, guys. So let's get started. So head coach Ron Rivera was basically talking about Cam Newton because he was very limited in practice. He was not throwing for, I think, beginning part of practice. And obviously that raised eyebrows. Everybody was wondering, why is Cam not throwing? And then Ron Rivera said the same thing he's been saying the last few years. One with Greg Olsen, also with Cam Newton, just in general, man. He was like, this is the new normal. Sometimes we're going to give Greg Olsen a rest on his foot. Sometimes we're going to give Cam Newton a rest on his shoulder. And Cam Newton, obviously, we all know last year he had shoulder surgery. You know, when he came off it took him a little time, you know, knock off the rust and everything like that, whatever. But once he got into the groove, he got better. But, you know, this year he was healthy for the most part. But, again, he did have shoulder surgery. You know what I'm saying? He had rotator cuff surgery. So, you know, Ron Rivera saying that it was giving him a little bit of rest. They didn't want to, you know, overuse it and stuff like that, whatever. Give him some time, you know, it's in the middle of the season. For me, it's kind of questionable. I mean, I understand that is the new normal, and obviously, you know, he did have surgery on that shoulder, so, you know, you want to be careful with it just in general, so you won't re-injure it. But, you know, I feel like he wasn't really doing that all this season, so why are you doing it now? I do understand that it's the middle of the season too, so maybe, you know what I'm saying, you want, you know, kind of like, because it's the middle of the season, he's been throwing for a while, he's been throwing a lot more this year, give it a little bit of a break, and that might be possible, man, but hopefully he's just not injured and they're trying to, like, you know, kind of gloss over it. Hopefully, like, it's not, you know, some serious, you know, something, it may not serious, but just a nagging injury in general, that they're just not, you know, gonna, you know, broadcast like that. Hopefully not, man, but hopefully it's just him doing a new normal. Hopefully it's just Ron Rivera being precautious. And he is a very precautious coach, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that he's not being, you know, truthful or he's not telling the truth. But I just, you know, we need Cam, man. You know, for like I said, all the people who were bashing Cam Newton and all that, whatever, Cam Newton is one of the main reasons why we're 4-2. And he's probably the main reason why we'll be 5-2 if we beat the Baltimore Ravens. So definitely, man, we need Cam Newton. He's the lifeblood of our team. He's the engine that makes our team go. So without Cam, man, we're in some serious issues. Now, mind you, Taylor Heineke, whatever his name is, played pretty good in the preseason. But again, that's the preseason. When stuff hit the fan, you want Cam Newton to, you know, be on the field. So he doesn't miss a lot of games. So hopefully it's just a new normal and no kind of serious injury or just an injury in general that, you know, Ron Rivera is, you know, monitoring and the coaching staff is monitoring and the doctors are monitoring and not coming forthright out with it. So hopefully Cam's healthy, man, because he hasn't been getting hit that much either. So hopefully it's nothing. In other news, former Carolina Panthers cornerback Josh Norman had some choice words for current Carolina Panthers safety Eric Reid and him basically coming at Malcolm Jenkins. So Josh Norman was basically coming to his defense and basically saying that, hey, Reid, you know, was basically a slap in the face for him to, you know, kind of address Malcolm Jenkins on the field. You know, why is, you know, the player, you know, when you disrespect one person in the player coalition and saying that they're sellouts, you're kind of speaking to all the people in the player coalition, which he is a part of. And he basically said, you know, Colin Kaepernick started this movement, but what did he do after that? He kind of like started it and kind of fell back. Now, for me, I don't necessarily agree, man. I don't necessarily agree. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna, you know, if somebody starts a movement, and then you guys follow suit, it doesn't make sense to kind of cut the person who starts the movement out and, you know, continue on without them. And it didn't seem like they were fighting so hard to get, you know, especially what Eric Reid did. They weren't fighting so hard to get Colin Kaepernick back in football like Eric Reid was standing with Colin Kaepernick. So I understand, and you know, obviously, if we started this, whatever, and you know, obviously, no movement is for one person, but they did start the movement, and Malcolm Jenkins and Josh Norman and all these guys weren't a part of it when they started it. You know, to kind of like, you know, fall back on the people who kind of, you know, began this movement and began, you know, that protest. It's kind of messed up, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying they own the movement or anything like that, but the first order of business for the Player Coalition should have been helping Colin Kaepernick get a job back. In the sense that, you know, that's one of the biggest travesties that we had in the NFL right now is that Colin Kaepernick wasn't employed. You know, obviously Eric Reid also, but Colin Kaepernick not being employed was a very serious thing. So Josh Norman go after Eric Reid. I kind of side with Eric Reid on this situation because, again, I feel like, you know, Colin Kaepernick definitely deserves a job and Eric Reid deserves a job. And, you know, what I call them sellouts, I wouldn't say all that. I mean, I do think it's messed up to kind of, you know, cut them out of the picture. But they all are kind of fighting for the same thing. They're all kind of, you know, doing, you know, trying to build up their communities. So I can't be mad at them for that. But what I can say is that, you know, I understand why Eric Reid is mad, especially if, you know, you guys kind of got, you know, some money from the owners and you know, did all this stuff that they necessarily didn't agree with or, you know, co-signed. So, I don't know, man. It's a touchy subject. I understand Josh Norman wanted to defend Malcolm Jenkins because you're part of the Player Coalition. I wouldn't expect anything less. But, you know, it is a touchy situation, man. And I think hopefully these guys can sit down and have a conversation. And a real conversation, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, hash this out. Because I'm more on Eric Reid's side, man. Don't cut out the guy who came up with the idea, man. That's kind of messed up. But, you know, sometimes you have to do something for the greater good. Now, mind you, did they really do anything as far as, you know, for the greater good? I can't say that. And I think Colin Kaepernick and the Player Coalition are both, you know, working in their community. So, hopefully, man, I think it's just, you know, hopefully it's just a misunderstanding and they can come together and discuss it. But I definitely understand, you know, if we started something, whatever, and you guys join on, it's kind of like, I look at it like this. If I start a company and then I have shareholders and their shareholders vote me out of the company, I feel like that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you started a company, you know, it was your idea, and then you bring these people along and now they have the power to vote you out of something that you created. It's messed up. And I feel like that's what the Player Coalition basically did to Colin Kaepernick. So this is definitely a touchy subject, you know, and Josh Norman definitely spoke his mind. But I don't know, man. It's definitely a hard topic to you know, discuss, whatever. But hopefully, like I said, they can come together and have this discussion, man. Because at the end of the day, man, the best way to resolve any issues is to talk it out and, you know, hear their side, they can hear your side, and maybe y'all come to a common ground. And even if y'all don't come to a common ground, at least you understand where they stand on that situation. And finally, there's been some rumblings, man, that maybe the Carolina Panthers, well, they don't look like they're interested in it, but they might possibly trade C.J. Anderson. And the reason why they might trade him is because they don't really use him that much. And, you know, obviously I've been one of the ones who say, hey, man, do double running back sets, put C.J. Anderson on the field, this, that, and the third. And I definitely still feel that way. But, you know, if you are going to use him, we're paying him money, why not trade him, man? I feel like there's definitely players that we could trade currently, you know what I'm saying, that could be, you know, helpful for us, you know, to clear up some cap space. Like I've already said that I want Patrick Peterson. I would love to have Patrick Peterson. So for me, it's like trading, you know, and then, you know, trade something to get some value, man. You know, especially these guys that we have on one-year deals that aren't really, you know, C.J. Anderson we're not really utilizing. So I definitely think, you know, I don't think we really have a good backup in Cameron Artis Payne. But if C.J. Anderson is not even being used, then what's the point, really? You know what I'm saying? I guess he's just, you know, contingency plan. But I feel like that's kind of messed up. You know, he got on the team so he can, you know, produce and he can, you know, prove his worth because he was on a one-year deal. You know, he just want to, you know, prove it, you know what I'm saying, show that he can still be a starting caliber running back, and we kind of shelved him. I don't think that's necessarily cool, you know what I'm saying? I didn't expect him to start anyways, but I thought he was going to get at least some touches, but it doesn't seem like he's even getting in. And that's, you know, obviously he's probably not okay with that. And the Panthers, you know what I'm saying, should just do him a solid and get him off the team so he can go somewhere and produce. But like I said, for me, I'm definitely, you know, I wish Marty Hurney was more active in the trade market in general, because at the end of the day, man, you know, we love draft picks. We love, you know, the NFL draft and all that stuff like that, whatever, but you don't know who's going to pan out. I mean, we drafted Kelvin Benjamin and DJ Moore in the first round, receivers. But Keenan Allen was drafted in like the 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? Jarvis Landry was drafted like the 3rd round. I think Allen Robinson was drafted like 2nd or 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was so many guys that were drafted in later rounds that became ballers, man. So it's just, it's not perfect science. There's never been perfect science, man. So, you know, and there's teams that, you know, definitely traded picks and all that stuff, and they're still productive. The Kansas City Chiefs trade picks away. The Philadelphia Eagles trade picks away. The New England Patriots trade picks away. So many teams, I think the Saints don't have a 1st round pick. There's so many teams that trade picks away, you know, and still are good teams and still produce. That, you know, maybe we're kind of holding on to draft picks a little too much. You know, maybe we should be more aggressive in trading a 1st rounder or a 2nd rounder and getting a player that we know is going to produce and has been dominant, you know, for a while. So hopefully, man, they get the picture, but I doubt it. You know, that's how the Panthers are been. We're going to, you know, homegrown our players. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, you want to win championships. You want to win Super Bowls. You want to hold a Lombardi Trophy. That is the name of the game. And, you know, if you have a good team, which I think we do have a good team, you might as well go for broke and try to win it this year than waiting and see if you can cultivate some talent. Now, mind you, you know, the trading draft picks, stuff like whatever, it's not really sustainable. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. And when you trade a bunch of draft picks away, whatever, for veteran guys that are top of their, you know, certain position, you're gonna have to pay them big bucks. So it's not really sustainable for a long term. But you don't even know if the guys that you draft are gonna pan out for long term. You don't even know if the guys you draft, even if they do pan out, whatever, it may still not work to win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? There's guys who draft there's teams who draft players all the time and they don't win the Super Bowl. So for me, I feel like go for broke, you know what I'm saying, even if it's not sustainable, at least you get 1 or 2 Lombardi trophies in there and you can actually say, yeah, you know, I'm a champion or we're champions. You know, this organization has a championship. So I don't know, man. That's how I feel about it. That's how I always go, man. Roll the dice, go for broke, you know what I'm saying, and get a championship and worry about the rest later. Worry about what you're going to do with draft picks. Worry about what's going to happen later, man. Just do it now and get what you want to get. Get where you want to go. Win a Lombardi trophy, and that's, you know, that's the goal, man. That's the end goal. So if I was them, I'm hitting people up, hey, man, Steve Wilkes, what do you want for Patrick Peterson? 1st rounder? Sure, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? They were saying in mock drafts that we're going to get a cornerback anyway. So I'm like, if we're going to get a corner, we might as well get the 28-year-old baller who's, you know, been into 7 Pro Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my feeling on it. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon, man. When you see squiggly lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, get in the comment section, man. How do you feel about the Cam Newton new normal? Do you like it, dislike it? Do you think he's injured? Let me know in the comment section. How do you feel about Josh Norman coming for Eric Reed? Also, let me know in the comment section, man. And do you think the Panthers should just trade, you know, these top draft picks and go for broke and try to win a championship, or do you think they should stay the course and cultivate their talent so they can win a Lombardi trophy? Let me know in the comment section, man. But me personally, I'm going for broke. I'm trading. I'm doing what I do to get the ballers to win the championship. That's how I feel about it. But let me know in the comment section. Don't forget your LCameraTV apparel, shirts, hats, mugs, all types of cool things. That link is in the description below. Check out the apparel, man. You know what I'm saying? That link is going to be in the description. Check out the Patreon page. That link is also in the description below. Exclusive content, shout-outs, blooper reels, all kinds of cool stuff. Definitely check that out, man. Show love to the Patreon page and the apparel page. Y'all already know. Check out my dog Renan video. His video is going to be at the very end of mine, at the end screen. Very funny dude, very talented. Keep that trickle effect going. I think you guys really like his stuff. Share with all your Panther family, friends, anybody Panther related, anybody football related, anybody Baltimore Ravens related, anybody. Share with everybody, man. Let them know Panther Nation rock with LCameraTV and LCameraTV rock with Panther Nation. Thank y'all for always supporting. Thank y'all for always showing love, man. I stay reading y'all comments and how much y'all love my content. Thank y'all for always showing love, man. I'll rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to turn up again on Sunday. Y'all already know what it is, man. Wait, you know, the live is coming. So, I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.